Hey, hey, what's going on? It's Sunshine.
And E.
All right.
We're back again. More comedy, guys. Thanks for coming back, joining us, and watching our reaction on some laughter. I'm going to let you say his name. Bill, what?
I think he says Engvall. Is that Engvall? It's kind of got a little funny. Almost like starting saying English and then put a vowel on. Engvall. So, y'all, we're going to start just calling him Bill. Here's your sign, guy.
Here's your sign.
This one is I have a small what? So we're going to get into that. And after you check this out, just go down in the description, hit some of those links. We got some other little stuff down there we want you to check out. But for now, just go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share, comment below. So let's get to it. Let's go.
He replaced it. You know what I'm talking about. And I got to be honest with you, I was really proud of myself because it was very painful. It was one of the most painful things I've been through in my life. And I got through it. And I was really proud of myself. And I said, you just got through something that's probably the worst pain of your life. 2 days later, I got a kidney stone. Turns out I was wrong. Oh, man, I would not wish this pain on the devil himself. 2:30 in the morning, I'm in an emergency room crying like a little girl, ripping holes in the sheets of the bed. Because if you've had one, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the most debilitating thing that you can go through. And I'm just like going, ah, ah. And this nurse goes, well, now you know what it's like to go through childbirth. And I said through my tears, well then, ma'am, y'all are stupid. If this is what childbirth's like, there'd be no kids. And then they gave me a little shot of something called Dilaudid. Why is this not in every candy section of every
Right. That's for sure.
My brother-in-law said, you went from crying like a little girl to all of a sudden going, so, what's your name?
Yep.
So I go to see my urologist, and he goes, yeah, you got a kidney stone. I said, so what happens? I just pass it? And he goes, well, normally that's what would happen. He said, but Bill, you have a very small urethra. How do you even respond to that? I said, well, you know what, Doc? It's kind of cold in here. He's like, sir, that has nothing at all to do. There's 3 things in life a man never wants to hear. You kiss like a dog, you throw like a girl, and you have a very small urethra. So I said, so what's going to happen? He goes, well, we're going to do this little procedure where we're going to insert a tube up through your wiener. There's 4 things in life. Man never wants
yeah.
And inserting a tube in your wiener is numero uno. He said, what we'll do is we'll put that tube up there, then we'll take the laser and we'll stick it up there and we'll blast the stone. He said, you'll be sedated. And I said, yes. As a matter of fact, I want to be so sedated that I see that light and I want to walk into it. Right? So they do the procedure. They bring me out of anesthesia, and I said, did you get the stone? And he goes, Bill, I have never had this happen in my medical career. And I'm like, oh, please don't tell me you lost your wedding ring up there. He said, no. He said, your urethra is so small, we couldn't even get the laser up there to blast the stone. He said, is this hereditary? I don't know. Me and Pops never had that chat. Well, son, you're 21. It's time you learn about the Engvall family curse.
Engvall.
Oh, we've all had small urethras. In fact, your great-granddaddy Max Engvall, he toured with Ripley's Believe It or Not. His was so small. So I said, so what happens now? And he goes, well, we put a stent in there to spread your urethra. Leave it in there for 2 weeks. We'll go back in and get the stone. So for 2 weeks, I have this stent. I go back in, they put me under, I come out, and they go, we got the stone. I said, thank God. And he said, you can pull the stent out in a couple days. I'm sorry, what? He said, yeah, you can just pull the stent out. And I go, what am I paying you to do? It's like going to a restaurant and going, yeah, I'll have the steak and lobster. And they go, well, there's the kitchen, go cook it. I said, dude, I'm a comedian. I don't know how to pull a stent out. He goes, you will. And he leaves the room. And I look under the sheet. And without being too graphic,
ooh, man.
I have a thread hanging out of my wiener.
Wow.
I don't even sew.
Wow.
I wonder why they leave the steaming.
Right.
I wonder why.
Oh, you mean after the procedure?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he said. What is it? A couple days?
Did I see that?
He said 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Yeah, I don't. Unless there's some healing that has to happen before you pull it out, and maybe some healing needs to happen. That's the only thing I can see. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow,
man.
that is crazy. But story, true story. You were there.
Okay.
That Dilaudid. Oh my word. Our oldest son had a pneumothorax, and those who don't know, that's a lung collapse. So he had to have a procedure done to reinflate his lungs. And they gave him morphine and Percocet. I don't know. I was really emotional cause watching him just cry coming out of the recovery room. He was just really out of surgery because he was already admitted in the hospital.
Right.
But anyway, so we call our daughter. He was like, "You need to get over here. You need to get over here fast." And so they had us step out of the room because they needed to do another chest X-ray. But anyway, we stepped outside the room while it couldn't have been more than 10 minutes to do the X-ray, and so the nurse there gave him some Dilaudid while we was in the hallway waiting. We come back in, and he's like, he goes from crying to. So when our daughter walks in, because everyone forgot to call her, to come up there. That everything's okay. And she comes running through the door, and he's sitting there. I feel good. And she was like, "Boy, you high." But anyway, it's true story. That stuff.
Yeah. That's
a wonder drug.
We could do a whole video on medical things. Because it's just probably throughout. Everybody has theirs too. One question I want to ask: have you ever been on any that kind of stuff?
Dilaudid? Yeah.
So let me ask. This is what I want to ask. You all can tell me. I don't know.
I
don't know if anybody can answer this question or not. Because I hear this story from time to time when people do it and they say crazy stuff, act crazy. But do you have the mental ability to say, I know this can make me look and act crazy if I start talking, so I'm just gonna shut up and not say nothing. Do you have the ability to do that though? During that, do you have that foresight to go, I know, I thought about this before. I knew they're gonna put me on this. I'm just not gonna say nothing, because it seems like when somebody says something, that's when it gets crazy and everybody start laughing. They're doing it because they don't think that they're
that high
responding the way that they're responding, looking the way they're looking. Can you just go, let me just not say nothing? I wonder if you have the ability to do that. Anybody knows could tell me, man. But
I haven't had that issue, but I haven't had it intravenously, so that might be the difference.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm sure it's more potent when they give it to you.
Man, I'm telling you, that stuff in the hospital, man. I had a situation I had to go in there, and man, you have pain. And if you had IV, man, they put that medicine, as soon as they clear that line, I felt like a warm thing. The pain just went away. Man, it is amazing stuff they have in that hospital, man. That's why I say when people, It's amazing. Let me just say that. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the hospital. But a lot of people probably know. They either went through it or have family members went through it, and they know kind of some of those things. We can go on and on about different things that we did and surgeries and.
But there's, my thing is I'm allergic to some of the medication. Yeah. I just can't take it. I cannot take it.
I can't.
It makes me flu-like symptoms where I'm just nauseous or what is it?
I get straight out sick, man. I can't take it.
Not flu symptoms. What's the word? I'm nauseous. It's just really nauseous. Yeah, nauseating, and it lingers.
None of it I can take. I gotta take over-the-counter stuff. So I have a high threshold for dull pain. Not like sharp pain, like if you have toothache and I can bear a little bit that gets to the point, but like dull pain, if it was bump my around, I could deal with that. I could just go through the rest of the day and not have a problem. So when I have surgery, stuff like that, I usually just go over the counter and I'm usually okay because I can't take the stuff. When it's prescribed medicine, man, it just, as soon as it goes down, everything comes up. Then you think you trick it and say, hey, I won't have nothing to come up. And it just keeps trying, man. And then it's even worse. So, I mean, I just can't take that stuff. So I try to stay out the hospital.
I told the doctor when I had a procedure that I said, I can't take that. And he said, oh, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll give you another medication to settle your stomach. And I'm thinking in my mind, I don't know, I'll try it. When I tell you midnight that night, the pain I could tell was, the feeling, it was a shoulder surgery. The feeling was coming back in it started from my fingertips. I said, let me go ahead. I'm going to take a half of it. No, I think I took a half of it. And within, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, I was checking in the bathroom. I called the night nurse, and she said, oh, just take the medicine for the upset stomach. No, I took the whole one, I think it was. And then he said, take only half of it and wait for it. I said, you kidding me? I drank a whole children Tylenol. I said, that's not going to do any good. I wasn't taking that.
Yeah, that didn't work for me, man. I mean, it does it when you have the IV, it does it because when they chase it with that nausea medicine, it's fine through the IV. But when they send you home and give you something, man, it doesn't work at all. But we won't go on and on. But that was Bill. There's your sign guy. And funny guy. But y'all let us know what y'all think about what Bill's saying about the small what. And but we got to get out of here before we do. Do me a favor, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share and comment below. And I do believe that's it.
That's it. Thanks for listening to Sunshine and E.